Welcome back, everyone. Apologies for the very long break, but I was going to university and things in life were happening. So we are back now, and let's get down into the charts. Today we're going to be looking at two scenarios occurring on the charts today. Bitcoin has been flippin' boring, going sideways for how long now? Must be 120 days sideways. Really boring, but there are two scenarios that are playing out at the moment. One bullish scenario and one bearish scenario. This at the moment is the bearish scenario, which is the higher probability scenario. We are targeting this 54.7 to 50.6k region in a larger A, B, C. Now this is on the daily time frame, and you can see the A wave had a 5-wave diagonal in A, a general correction in wave B, and we are now looking for a wave C to the downside. This wave C should be a 5-wave move, as A was a 5-wave move, and we should be targeting this yellow box. Now, if we go into this 5-wave move into more depth, we can see on the 4-hourly time frame that we are looking for this move down. At the moment, we have a 1, 2, 3, building on this 4, and hoping for a wave 5 down. That would be a very good short position here. So if we zoom in even more to this local range, on the 1-hourly time frame, we can see we're tracking this wave 4. Now, wave 4 should be a 3-wave move. This A wave up, B wave down, and tracking this C wave. Now in the C wave we have another 5-wave move should occur, building on this miniature wave 4, probably best looked at on the 30-minute time frame. So we can see that this wave 4 is being played out now, hoping for something along the lines of an A wave down, a B wave up, and a C wave down. There is a little fair value gap over here, which could be filled out, and we could have a massive support off that going into the 63 to 65k region for this wave 4 end. After that, we should be looking for a wave 5 down impulsively in a larger 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 down. On the more bullish scenario, we have this on the daily time frame. Now, on the daily time frame, we have this WXY structure. I'll show you now. This WXY structure where the low is in, and we are looking now for impulsive moves to the upside, targeting the larger $80,000 to $85,000, but we'll talk about that more when we're there. So at the moment we're looking at this WXY, and the WXY should be finished, could extend a little lower, but should now be finished as it's reached the minimum target for a Y wave. Now the problem with this WXY is this X wave. Now this X wave, on some charts the high was taken, on some charts this high was not taken. Now if this high was not taken, we have something called a truncation, where we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 that didn't take this high in a wave 3. Now that would not be good, as a truncation is extremely rare. So we are still tracking this scenario, but it is a bit lower probabilities. If we go down to the 1-hour time frame, we can see that impulsive moves are occurring. We have this wave 1, this a 2, targeting this 3 at a minimum of the 1.618, which is at 66.9k. A wave 4 should occur, and then a 5. Now, in this wave 3, we can see another impulsive move. Now, wave 3 is always the strongest and most aggressive move to the up or downside. So we should see a 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, the minimum target is a 1.618. So this fifth wave now should extend higher. So we should have the smallest wave 1, a bigger wave 3, and the largest wave 5. Now, our largest wave 5 is slightly rarer, but probabilities still lie in this favor. So after that, we should then see a wave 3 to the upside, 4 to the downside, and another 5 on lower volume. Now, if price goes from 1, 2, 3, and then crashes down, touching the 618 minimum, we then play out the more bearish scenario, which is this targeting the lower box of $54,000. Those are the two scenarios at the moment that are playing out. There are still fair value gaps sitting in the lower ranges, which means I prefer this scenario where we are targeting the lower boxes. So on a volume aspect, we can see that volume is actually on the 1 hourly time frame. Volume is decreasing, yet we are having an increase in price, creating a bearish divergence there. And over the weekend, we had a CVD divergence targeting this high. I will show you the CVD divergence now. And that played out over the weekend, a very nice long trade from this low. We can see here, this is the CVD divergence indicator. Over here on this low, we had this low on the CVD, yet price increased and we saw an even lower CVD move. That creates the bullish divergence targeting out the high, which definitely did play out. That's all in today's video. I appreciate you guys watching. I will be back with more regular videos now. You can follow the Instagram and the TikTok in the description, and you can join the Discord as well. That's all for today. Thanks. Cheers.